What's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. And tonight I want to talk to you about, I'm a subject, dealing with my man Colin Kaepernick. And I'm actually going to call this video Colin Kaepernick is being blackballed by the league. And I found it to be very amazing, that ever since Colin Kaepernick's protest last year when it caught fire, when Colin Kaepernick took a knee for the national anthem, I definitely see and understand why a lot of people will feel so mad about it. Because for one, you have this guy who's a person of color who identifies black and all that, and Colin Kaepernick, he literally took a real mean stand. And Colin Kaepernick, or what he has done, he's literally, he might not be the athlete, but the accolades, of a person like a Muhammad Ali. But for the most part, if you ask me, what he did around the time, especially around the time when this election going on, and then at the same time, not to mention, you have racial tensions, which is pretty much at an all-time high. This man has already been to the Super Bowl. This man has already been a starting quarterback, and this man has literally, took a real mean stand. Colin Kaepernick took a real mean stand, and this man has sacrificed, I'm talking about not even necessarily just thousands of dollars. This man has sacrificed millions of dollars. And and the reason why I'm going to put in the category of Muhammad Ali, because look around the time when he did it. At the same time, we still dealing with war in this country. And then at the same time, not to mention, we already dealing with racial tensions in this country, which is pretty much at an all-time high. If not, I'm going to say, if it's not getting worse, I'm definitely going to say it's really at an all-time high right about now, especially by this asshole by the name of Donald Trump being in office. And the reason why I'm talking about this man being, Colin Kaepernick is being blackballed by the league, because, for one, if you're going to have somebody that identify as black in this country taking a real mean stand up against racism or white supremacy and all that, we already know that the white dominant society is not going to like it any daggone way. Why? Because they don't want anybody to challenge their racist ass system. That all white people benefit from. I don't give a fuck if they got them liberal, or, they can be claiming they down by black people, or they can be conservative or Republican. All white people benefit from white supremacy and white privilege. And, it ain't no mistaking about that shit at all. And, for Colin Kaepernick, for him to do something around that time, around the time frame when he did it, I found it to be very necessary. And Colin Kaepernick is being blackballed by the league because nobody actually want to take on that kind of headache, and nobody is ready and willing to bring on somebody like a Colin Kaepernick, because one, he definitely still want to be a starting quarterback, and I can understand that. And nobody has picked him up because they're saying that all of the owners, they really don't like him anyway. Do I see him being picked up? It's a possibility, but if they don't pick him up, I can understand it. And I do foresee them, trying to play this thing out, to the point where I can definitely see them, letting the situation drag on and letting another distraction come about. So that's when they cannot sign Colin Kaepernick, so they don't have to necessarily, worry about Colin Kaepernick, and they're going to try to slide this up under the rug to say, well, nobody wanted to sign Colin Kaepernick, so he has to be blackballed from the league. When at the same time, we already know they're going to try to find a way to slide this up under the radar even more and more. They're going to find another distraction. They're going to find another distraction. They're going to try to find another way so they can try to sweep this thing up under the rug, so they can say, you know what? Nobody wanted to sign Colin Kaepernick, but for the most part, they really don't want to sign him anyway because of what the fuck he did. You feel me? So, if people can understand what Colin Kaepernick, or what he did and why he did it, then you can really understand. But for the most part, white people are delusional as hell. They really don't want to sign him because they don't want to have that hanging over their head. And then also, not to mention, they really mad at the fact that this black man took a real mean fucking stand, and he pretty much told him, I'm not going to stand for no flag. If you ask me, this thing is just as big, if not bigger, than Muhammad Ali, because he told him, look, I'm not going to stand up for no flag that's going to be oppressing black people and all other people of color. This man took a real mean stand. I'm talking, I really want y'all to think about this. This man is making millions of dollars. He making millions of dollars. He's sacrificing his whole career, his safety, his livelihood. In order for him, to take a stand, in order for this man to take a stand for his own people. Colin Kaepernick said, no, I'm not going to do that. And the reason why they want to blackball him, because it's looking like that Muslim guy that was on the Denver Nuggets, I forgot what his name was, and they also, I want to blackball him, on some shit to where, they are really not feeling his efforts of what he's doing. And I'm talking about this man. This man has been doing nothing but humanitarian work. This man been donating money to all different kinds of charities and all that. This man has been donating money to the Meals on Wheels, which Donald Trump, he already cut funding on that one. And then of course, Colin Kaepernick, he already got the program called I Know My Rights and all that. And then of course, Colin Kaepernick, he's really been putting in a hell of a lot of work, and all of a sudden now, y'all want to have this man not have an NFL contract. And trust him, believe me, I already know the powers that be is going to be behind this shit any daggone way to say, you know what, we really don't want him here. We're going to let this shit drag on for a hell of a long time. So so they can say, you know what, nobody wanted to sign him. But we already know deep down inside, you motherfuckers really did not want to sign him. And you really want to, to have this man, to leave this, to lead the NFL in shame. But if you ask me, he left a stamp on the game. He left a stamp on Black history. Colin Kaepernick has really done something where a lot of athletes wouldn't even have the balls to do it. Anytime this man is on the forefront of something like this, you feel what I mean? Anytime this man want to be on the forefront and all that, this man is ready and willing to take a stand for something like that. That right there, I salute you for that. I salute Colin Kaepernick for him doing what the fuck he doing, and around the time when he did it, and it was around the time when it was well needed. It was very well needed around the time when it happened. So I could definitely see why they want to blackball this man. And as a matter of fact, it's kind of remind me of this situation where I believe a man named was Chris Hodges or Carlos Hodges from the Chicago Bulls, when he aired out Michael Jordan for not standing up for black causes and all that. That's part of the reason why they want to blackball this man, because they didn't like to fuck with the man. They did not like what this man did. And around the time when he did it, because racial tensions are very high right about now. So I definitely want to salute my man Colin Kaepernick for what the fuck he did, because he didn't have to do that. This man sacrificed millions of dollars. He sacrificed his career, millions of dollars, and this man is literally, I'm talking about, if he's not out of a job, he's definitely going to be. But I just hope that the black community is going to kick for Colin Kaepernick, and I just hope that this man is going to be up there with a higher caller to say, you know what, I might have lost my job in the NFL, but guess what, I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to keep this thing moving. I'm going to, keep fighting for my, I'm going to keep fighting for myself. I'm going to keep fighting for my rights and my people. And I'm not going to, I'm not going to be silent on this thing. So I really salute you, Colin Kaepernick, and all that. It's fucked up how the NFL want to blackball you and all that. But for the most part, I look at it as, another man's trash is another man's treasure. And I also look at it as, I'm really looking at the situation where, it could be a blessing in disguise. It could be very well it could be very well a blessing in disguise to say, you know what? Colin Kaepernick took a real mean stand. He lost his career and all that. But guess what? Something bigger and better came about. So they didn't like what he did, but at the same time, I got a lot of respect for him. And I just hoping the best, the wishes to Colin Kaepernick for what he has done. And I just definitely, would like to see him keep on doing great things in the community and things of that nature. It's fucked up what they're doing, but but we do understand the politics behind it, with the powers that be. They don't want to see us to have that masculinity. They don't want to see us to have that strong masculinity, that strong black male presence, and for us to be standing up, against racism, white supremacy, and white privilege, and to take a stand against it. So, I had to drop a jewel to y'all. I might do an update on this video, but it's something to think about. So this is B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.